This is a song written by Peggy Seeger, wife of Ewan McColl and younger sister of Pete Seeger. The song was written in 1970 by Peggy Seeger. It's called I'm Gonna Be an Engineer. Peggy was outspoken about women's issues for most of her career, and the song follows the life of a young girl who wants to be an engineer and the obstacles that she faces from people who don't believe engineering is a feminine profession. The version I sing was adapted by her brother, Pete Seeger. He left out a number of the verses which are quite difficult, so it's a song that's easier for a male to sing, but this is it. I'm going to be an engineer. When I was a little girl, I wished I was a boy. I tagged along behind the gang and wore my corduroys. Everybody said I only did it to annoy, but I was gonna be an engineer. Mama said, why can't you be a lady? Your duty is to make me the mother of a pearl. Wait until you're older, dear, and maybe you'll be glad that you're a girl. When I went to school, I learned to write and how to read, some history, geography and home economy. And typing is a skill that every girl is sure to need, to while away the extra time until it's time to breed. Then they had the nerve to ask, what would you like to be? I says, I'm gonna be an engineer. No, you only need to learn to be a lady. The duty isn't yours to try and run the world. An engineer could never have a baby. Remember, dear, that you're a girl. Then Jimmy came along and we set up a conjugation. We were busy every night with love and recreation. I spent the day at work so he could get an education. Well, now he's an engineer. He says, I know you'll always be a lady. The duty of my darling is to love me all my life. But an engineer look after and obey me. Remember, dear, that you're my wife. Well, as soon as Jimmy got a job, I studied hard again. Then busy at my turret lay the year or so, and then the morning that the twins were born, Jimmy says to them, kids, your mother was an engineer. You owe it to the kids to be a lady. Dainty as a dish rag, faithful as a child. Stay at home, you've got to mind the baby. Remember, you're a mother now. Well, every time I turn around, there's something else to do. It's cook a meal, mend a sock, sweep a floor or two. Listening to Jimmy Young makes me want to spew. I was gonna be an engineer. I only wish that I could be a lady. I do the lovely things that a lady's supposed to do. I wouldn't mind if only they would pay me, then I could be a person too. But now the times are harder and my Jimmy's got the sack. I went down to Vickers, they were glad to have me back. I'm a third-class citizen, my wages tell me that, but I'm a first-class engineer. The boss, he says, we'll pay you as a lady. You only got the job 'cause they can't afford a man. With you I keep the profits high as maybe. You're just a cheaper pair of hands. Well, I listened to my mother and I joined the typing pool. I listened to my lover and I put him through his school. But if I listen to the boss, I'm just a bloody fool and an underpaid engineer. I've been a sucker ever since I was a baby, as a daughter, as a wife, as a mother and a dear. But I'll fight them as a woman, not a lady. Fight them as an engineer. Solidarity forever. I'll fight them as an engineer.